She felt a tug at her heart. "Morning, Damien," she called. Damien turned to them. His face brightened and he smiled.
"Hi, Mrs. North. What's up, Gabe?"
"Come on, Damien," Dani whispered when she reached him. "I'll walk you in." 10 minutes later, she crossed 79th Street toward Broadway, her mind buzzing with last night's triumph and her upcoming day. She pulled her BlackBerry out of her pocket, checked the screen. 8:10. Enough time to get through her voicemails and emails before Dr. McGuire, the researcher from Pharma International, showed up. Now she wondered again what his agenda was, why he was so anxious and secretive about the meeting. But it was something important, at least to McGuire. She'd been calling him for weeks, coaxing him into an interview for the new documentary on autism she was just beginning. She'd been referred to McGuire by his friend, John McCloskey, the Keller-Dorn pharmaceutical technician who'd served as whistleblower on Keller-Dorn's painkiller Myriad, after patients who took it started dropping dead from heart attacks. Dani's interview of McCloskey published in The Crusader was well after McCloskey went public, but somehow it managed to electrify the issue. As a result, the contributions had flowed into Dr. Orlovsky to fund the documentaries he produced, including Dani's The Drugging of Our Children. Maybe McGuire needed to get something off his chest, too. Dani picked up her pace. Her BlackBerry rang and her breath caught in her throat when she saw Mom's number on the screen. How could she forget? Dad. "Hi, Mom. How you doing?" "Okay." She paused. "You know what day it is, don't you?" Dani's mind automatically did the math. She had been 22. 7 years. "Of course." She stopped walking and leaned over the BlackBerry as if sheltering her words from passers-by. She said, "Each year I think about him constantly during this day. Sometimes it seems like—" Her voice trailed off. "I miss him more each year, too," Mom said. Her voice was steady, like she had steeled herself to get through the day. "When's his mass?" 1 o'clock. Dani didn't respond right away. "I can't make it this year." "I know, sweetie. I just wanted to hear your voice. I knew you weren't coming. You had a big day yesterday. Congratulations. I'm sure lots of people want to talk to you." "It's not that. I'm just jammed with the usual stuff. Will you light a candle for me?" "Sure. I'll speak to you later. Gabe okay?" "He's great. Maybe we'll get out this weekend. How's Jack?" "The same." Dani felt her hand muscles tense around the BlackBerry. "Anything going on?" "The usual. He was out most of the night, couldn't get up for work." "I'll get out there this weekend," Dani said. They signed off. She continued walking, feeling guilty. Lisa and George lived far enough away that they never made Dad's mass, and Jack was high half the time, so it was like she was alone, even if he came with her. At least Mom could count on Dani, or so she thought. This was the second year in a row Dani would miss Dad's mass. It hurt, particularly knowing how devout a Catholic Mom was, how much Mom wanted Dani to experience her faith the way she did. She sighed and kept walking, thinking she'd find a way to make it up to Mom, feeling unworthy. Dani reached the entrance to Dr. Yuri Orlovsky's office at 79th and Broadway. A half-dozen patients already sat in the waiting room when she stepped through the door. She paused to wave at Carla behind the reception desk, who mouthed, "Congratulations." Dani nodded and smiled, then headed up the steep 20 steps to her office. By the time she reached the top, she reflected, as she usually did, what would I do without Dr. O? It was the best job she'd ever had, even aside from him rescuing Gabe a year ago from Child Protective Services, New York's equivalent of New Jersey's DYFS. Dr. O's homeopathic remedies and detoxification had purged Gabe's body of the mercury and other poisons that Dr. O maintained were largely caused by vaccines, and he certified as an MD that Gabe's ADHD was cured.